Hello, my chicklets. Thank you for stopping by. Today we will be reading Qualitree Time, a short story about Virgil and Patton. Virgil loved Patton. He really did, but he was rethinking dating this man as he took another step up the mountain. His whole body ached from this torture that people called exercise. It would have been a perfectly acceptable day to sit on the couch and snuggle while watching corny rom-coms that made Patton giggle. Maybe even work a few conspiracy documentaries in? Yeah, today would have been a great day to draw the blinds and stay in the shade. Instead, he was out here with the bugs and the trees and, worst of all, the sun. "Isn't it beautiful?" Patton shouted, not even slightly out of breath. How did he have this much energy? "I wouldn't know. I'm not up there yet." His boyfriend at least had the decency to give him a sheepish smile as an apology. It was literally one of the sweetest things Virgil had seen. If the only light in Virgil's life, for however long that was going to be, was Patton's smile, he could still survive off of that. It wasn't fair for Patton to use that smile against him. He hadn't wanted to go hiking today, but Patton had asked him to do it. He'd given Virgil those puppy dog eyes, and when he agreed, that smile lit up the whole room. He didn't regret it until about halfway up the mountain. However, with that smile once again aimed in his direction, he couldn't find it in him to care. Not for the first time, Virgil was reminded of how much he loved this man. The bright smile, the kind demeanor, the compassion and caring, even the obsession with the great outdoors. Everything about Patton was wonderful. He looked at his boyfriend with a look of adoration. "What?" the blonde asked, his curls bouncing in the sunlight as he rocked on the balls of his feet. He was trying not to show how excited he was, and suddenly, Virgil's aching legs weren't as much of a problem. He smirked, walking into Patton's personal space. "You're right. The view is beautiful." He was trying to be smooth, but his face was flushed from both the embarrassment as well as the exercise. At least they were both blushing, and that made him feel a little more confident. He leaned forward, giving his boyfriend a gentle kiss in the light of a beautiful day. Patton melted into it, excitedly flinging his arms around Virgil, holding him closer. When they finally pulled away, Patton whispered, "Guess it's not just the view that's breathtaking." Virgil snorted and pulled away. "Nope." Rounded. Patton lit up. "Don't be like that. You know my jokes rock." His smile grew, trying to hide the laugh that was bubbling in his chest. "To sum it up, you had a great time." Finally, the laugh Virgil had been trying to hold back bubbled out. "We aren't even at the summit yet." "I know, but how about we set up a picnic here? It's such a beautiful view." Virgil collapsed onto the ground. Finally. It was Patton's turn to giggle as he sat down and started to pull out all of the food and such. They set up their picnic and began to eat casually. It was calming, and Virgil was beginning to appreciate that Patton had dragged him out here. "Hey, Virg. Do you want to continue spending Qualitree time with me?" His voice was soft, a bit more hesitant than usual. It was Virgil's job to be the anxious one, so he quickly turned, a quick "of course" on his lips, but his voice caught in his throat. Patton was looking at him, holding a simple ring between his fingers. "Like, forever?" Virgil choked, but quickly nodded, holding out his hand. He didn't even have time to overthink things, not with his mind buzzing. Patton had proposed, and he had proposed on a casual date, so it felt like there was less pressure. He had made sure there weren't others around. He had taken so much into account, and Virgil was in love. He slid the ring on and leaned in to kiss Patton one more time. Yeah, going on this hike had definitely been worth it. Thank you all for listening. Again, this was Qualitree Time. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.